All right, so loop versus tube bands, which is better? We're going to cover everything from affordability, the adaptability, elasticity, efficiency, and the portability of each band. And after each discussion, we're going to put either green for tube band if they win, and a orange for loop band if they win. And whatever is places the most at the end, I think that's going to be the best choice for you. And I'll discuss why at the very end. But just to start off affordability, easy win is going to be tube band. Tube band wins by a long shot. With tube bands, you can get a set off of Amazon. The cool thing about it, all those sets, it mostly comes with everything you need. It comes with handles. It comes with door anchors. It comes with ankle straps. It comes with everything you need. Loop bands, you have to buy, for the most part, individually, just depending on what you're going for. You can buy a set, but the bad thing is it doesn't come with any accessories for the most part. Which brings us to the adaptability part. So first one here, tube, easy win, but adaptability, that comes to the second part, adaptability. Tube bands definitely have a lot more adaptability just because it comes with many accessories. But don't rule out loop bands just quite yet. You can get loop bands. It can pretty much do every exercise that a tube band can for the most part, but the bad thing is you're going to have to buy some more accessories. So with a loop band, since it doesn't come with any of the accessories, you're going to have to buy a platform and some handles if you want to do a lot more different exercises. So you're going to be limited by that if you just go with the loop band. So again, second one for adaptability, I got to say loop or tube band definitely takes the win there. So tube, definitely good. It's not really looking good so far for loop, I'd say. But I want to go over, I think these are the next three are the most important ones that you have to consider before you make your purchase. First one is elasticity. Now, elasticity for bands is the ability for it to resist stretch and then return to its original formation. And when we talk about elasticity, that's like a big important thing to consider. Loop bands are made of more durable materials, hence the reason why they're probably a lot more expensive. So with them being more durable, they have a higher elasticity. With that higher elasticity, you're going to be in a, you're going to feel that resistance from the very get-go of an exercise. With a tube band, honestly, you're not going to feel that resistance till a lot later. So say overhead press, for example, you're going to push up with those tube bands and you're going to start feeling the resistance more so at like the 3/4 height. So when you're fully stretched, and then when you come down, like once you're at this level, the most stretched portion of the exercise, you almost feel no tension on the muscle, which is very important on that very stretched portion of the exercise. That's where you're going to build that muscle. With loop bands, you can really feel that tension. Again, for the overhead press from the very get-go, you can already feel the band trying to pull itself down because it has that higher elasticity. It wants to resist it, and it has more energy that's in the band. So as you press, you could feel as you keep on going up that the resistance gets a lot harder. Now that's true with tube bands, but it returns here like so fast you don't even feel resistance at the very bottom of exercises. So with elasticity, honestly, I gotta say loop, and I think that's a very important thing to keep in consideration is the elasticity. You really want that stretch portion, that very bottom portion of any exercise. Take a deadlift, overhead press, a squat. You definitely want to feel some resistance at that very bottom portion because that's where you're going to build the muscle. Another very important thing I'm going to go over is efficiency. Now, we're doing these home workouts because a lot of us are professionals. We're busy dads. We have a life outside of the gym. We really don't have much time on our hands. With efficiency, I just got to give it to loop bands. Definitely off the get-go, a lot more efficient. And there's really two primary reasons why I say it's more efficient. And it comes down to one, I'm just going to get it even right off to the side here. Compound movements. And second, kind of going along with the compound movements, is going to be bilateral. Let's go put it move. Loop bands are like the best for those compound movements. Compound movements are movements that hit a lot of your joints at the same time. When you're under a time crunch, you definitely want to hit as much muscles as possible. So it does, incorporate more joints at the same time. But you want to hit as much muscles as possible, which will help limit your time. With two bands, I mean, you can do some compound movements, but they're really great mainly for isolation type of movements. And that's the key reason why I think you see a lot of these like Harambe or X3. They know that we're looking for efficiency, and it's mainly just all compound movements because you have that platform there and it hits all your muscles very fast. You can just do a few sets and just a couple different exercises and you've pretty much done a full body workout. So it definitely has the efficiency. And what we're talking about bilateral, again, two bands, great for isolation exercises because you have that anchor. You can anchor it to anywhere on the door. You could do like different bicep curls, chest presses at hit different parts of your pecs. Very good for isolation, but when you do it bilateral, so that means with both of your limbs, both of your arms, both of your legs, when you push against a tube band, just because the elasticity is so terrible, in my opinion, it's so light. It's super light. All right, so we're all tied up. 2 to 2. Last one here, portability. Portability can be a little bit tricky. So I have everything here in this bag, body elastics. You can carry 5 bands plus all the accessories. And this little bag, so that's pretty portable, I'd say. But the big thing is, let's say you're flying or something. I mean, that's going to take up a big portion of your suitcase, your luggage. But instead, you can just carry a band, a couple bands, just throw that in your bag and you'll be good to go. So that's an easy one, portability. I got to go with a loop there. So I'm going to put loop. And we can see a clear winner here is definitely loop. And I think this is a good place to start is with loop bands. But just know going into it, it also depends on what you can afford. So with loop, you can get a pretty decent set on Amazon. I would definitely do your research because there's some really bad ones to choose from. But you can get a good set and get a platform on Amazon, like a step. That's what I'm currently using. So far, it's been pretty good. A little bit of a learning curve just for certain reasons. And then handles. So there's a little bit more of an investment to that. Or if you can get a system, it can cost anywhere from $300 all the way up to $600 to get a system with loop bands. But I think it's a good place to start. It's a good investment to go with, but it depends on your budget. Now with tube bands, you can still get a good workout in with tube. Just know when it comes down to the elasticity and efficiency of the workout, it's just a little bit harder, but you do just get your tube set and you're basically just good to go. You can do anything you want. You can do just about every exercise as a loop. It just won't be as time efficient, and it really make the compound exercises like very hard to do. All right, so there you have it. Loop is the clear winner there, especially for our context. I'd say biggest factor being efficiency for me personally. But if you can only afford a loop, two band system, don't worry about it. You can follow my channel. I'm going to be showing some different ways you can work out with both the loop and tube that you find beneficial and want to take you along the way. But don't limit yourself. Whatever you can afford, keep consistent. You'll see those results. Other than that, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode.